The Mississippi Public Employees Retirement System is $26 billion in the hole. According to state leaders, the PERS system has racked up this debt from decisions made by lawmakers in the late 1980s.
Now, 12 News political reporter Cameron Smith has more on what he found out about how the state retirement system got into this shortfall.
In 1998, the Mississippi Legislature Peer Committee conducted a study and did not recommend increasing funding or additional staff. But lawmakers promised additional benefits without a funding plan to pay for the benefits. There are over 368,000 members in the state's public employees retirement system, which includes current employees, retirees, and employees who used to work in the PERS system but haven't retired yet.
That's roughly 10% of the state's population that we touch directly, not even counting family members.
Of those, more than 267,000 employees currently work or receive retirement benefits. Basically, the PERS system covers all non-government positions in the state. Some of the jobs include teachers, police officers, firefighters, social workers, and sanitation workers.
Even if you're not a member of PERS, if you're a citizen of Mississippi, your everyday life is affected significantly by a PERS member.
The PERS latest data shows in June 2024 that more than 120,000 were receiving retirement benefits. That year alone, PERS paid out $3.2 billion in total retirement benefits.
How do you think that we got to this point?
In the late 90s and early 2000s, there were some additional benefits placed into law without additional funding at the time. Also, in the two subsequent decades, we had a declining active to retiree ratio, meaning there were fewer active PERS covered members paying into the system and more retirees coming onto the system and retirees living longer.
Senator Daniel Sparks explains the legislature promising benefits without funding tracks back to the 80s.
Partly because we had low-paid state employees over the years. I'm sure that was the legislature of the late 80s thought that was the thing to do. Then into the 90s, we added the 3% compounded COLA in 99, which again was not funded.
But it doesn't stop in the 90s.
Then we went into the dot-com bubble. We, in 08, had the financial crisis. These are the things that pushed us into the large liability position.
According to PERS, the money for these investments comes from employees paying 9% of their compensation and the employer paying over 18%. And now, lawmakers are having to figure out how to stop the debt from climbing.
Anytime you give a benefit and you don't pay for it today, it's like buying it on the credit card. You're eventually going to have to pay the bill. And those decisions in the 90s have left us a large bill in 2026.
Lawmakers have met with Executive Director Higgins and actuaries in recent weeks to figure out what are some realistic possibilities to pay down the $26 billion unfunded liability. Next Thursday, I'll show you what solutions are being presented for lawmakers to consider ahead of the 2026 legislative session.